Hello and welcome to a Sacred Sunday video for this week, in which I will share 3 things with you in several minutes to inspire your week to come. So we're going to go ahead and start with a reading from 365 Days of Goddess for today. I have a lovely little cover that my friend Amy made for me for the book. And so let's begin with that reading, inviting you to take a deep breath and settle into your body. Really presence yourself in this time, in this place, in this landscape. Let yourself settle where you are. Let all the concerns and the worries and the strains fade away for a moment and receive this little blessing from 365 Days of Goddess. Behold the ongoing unfurling spiral of life. Behold the first blush of spring and the first kiss of green. Behold the sweet wind and the tender shoots of lilies rising up from the damp earth. Behold the patterns and processes of life's unfolding song. Behold how you belong here, a thread in life's infinite web. Behold the soft curl of the wind. Behold the smooth curve of the sky. Behold the slow turning of the earth. Behold the sweet rhythm of your breath. Behold this space of your belonging inside of life's infinitude, inside of life's infinitude. And that one was actually written when, at some point, when the prompt word for 30 Days of Goddess for the day was behold. And then I thought, who the heck chose this word? Because it's really hard to write a poem about. Who uses the word behold? And so that was the poem or the blessing that emerged from the prompt word of behold, and I actually really like it. So inviting you to consider the question of, what are you beholding? What are you beholding? What are you beholding? And may you remember that you belong inside the infinite expanse of life's infinitude. You really do. And there's a lot of forces that clamor to kind of crush us down and get us to ignore our own inner voice and our own belonging. And remembering that you belong inside of life's own infinitude, I feel like is a radical and rebellious act. So inviting you to behold that belonging. Okay, so then the second thing, that was number 1. The second thing is that I'm super excited because we have a really beautiful Ostara Spring Equinox a lilac pigment. The lilacs are just beginning to bud out where I am. I'm not sure what it's like for you. We've rapidly switched in Missouri from heavy snow that delayed the mail for weeks for some people, all the way to it's practically 80 degrees and the lilacs are getting ready to, they're just leafing, they're just budding out. They're not blooming or anything. Anyway, so we are using this color also to honor Anya, the Irish goddess. I know she's a goddess of summertime, but this light purple just really matched up well in my heart with spring and with the goddess we are honoring this month, who is Persephone. So this is the Fairy Queen pigment, and she is the featured goddess for Gaia Goddess Gathering in September, and she is the Fairy Queen. And so this pretty pigment just really felt like it was good for her. So we've added Anya to our Story Goddess collection. I made a Story Goddess Oracle card for her, etc. And so you will find those goddesses in the shop in lots of different styles. We have even more than the ones that I've shown here that we made in that purple pigment. It is really one of my favorites. I have a one of a kind here with it, and then another little one of a kind. And so it's really given me Persephone vibes, as well as lilac vibes, as well as spring vibes. So lots to share there. So those are available. And then the final thing, number 3 on my list of things to share, is I wanted to share a card draw from the Sacred Forest Oracle from Denise Linn. And I just smiled to get this card because I picked it for us, and then look what we got. Bluebird Spirit. And I am actually sitting in the studio right now, and I can look out and see the bluebirds arriving. They're arriving. They land on the wires. They land on we have eastern bluebirds in Missouri, and they arrive in our field in particular. They like to sit in the vineyard. We have a kind of not that functional vineyard. It still has some great plants in it. And they come and they dot every post in the vineyard. And then they also sit on the electric wires while we go on our walks. So when I saw this, I thought, what a perfect card card for this cusp of springtime because the bluebirds are actually like, right here. I always encourage people to look to their own landscape and what their own landscape is teaching them. And this one just actually directly mirrors my own landscape right now. So Bluebird Spirit, which is a card associated with happiness. So the bluebird of happiness. And so I'm going to check in really briefly with what the book has to say about that. You follow the sweet songs of birds into the forest, and as you find the source of the sound, you see in the tree above you a flock of bluebirds. The bright colors of their wings shimmers in the sunlight. Their song envelops you in a soft embrace of bliss. This card is a harbinger of delight. Delight, delight. Can we allow it? Can we be open to the possibility of bliss? Can we be open to the possibility of delight? Celebrate and have fun. Embrace life, yourself, and others. Say yes today. Soar to the clouds and let your doubts dissolve. All is well. It's simple. Your purpose in life is to experience happiness. That's all that's required of you. You do not need to be unhappy to please another. Whatever your circumstances, there's always something that can bring you delight. And I know the world feels weighty and heavy lately. Like that is not lost on me that we are feeling weary as a collective. And yet, remember to look out the window and watch the bluebirds arrive, and yet be open to those moments of delight that appear before you on blue wings and in flower buds. So there's always something that can bring you delight, and what you put your attention on will grow. When you focus on the areas of life that bring you happiness, these areas will prosper. And one of the fastest paths to true pleasure is through sharing and giving. So give of your heart and share your love. Happiness spreads to others and can help heal the world. So dance and sing with abandon. Joy is your birthright. Affirm. Happiness and ecstasy flow through me wildly and freely. Happiness and ecstasy flow through me wildly and freely. And the spirit of Bluebird says, all is well. Say yes to life and let doubt dissolve. You don't need to struggle or suffer to grow. You can grow leaps and bounds amid joy. So perhaps a core affirmation for this week is I am open to joy. I am open to joy. I say yes to life. And then I had a little tiny quick reminder from our little affirmation card deck from this month. And it is, so this is going to be our closing blessing for this Sacred Sunday video. And you may wish to put a hand on your heart and listen. May the sacred flame that burns within you blaze brightly, lighting your path. Follow its inspiration, trust its wisdom, for it will lead you home to the wholeness already there. There's wholeness already there. Let your own joy, let your own delight lead you home, and behold the magic of belonging. Thanks so much for being here. Keep living your magic. Bye-bye.